If you know me, then you may have realised that I'm quite into cars. Supercars are cool and all that, but they're not the type of car that I'm most interested in. I actually find the £20,000 to £50,000 hot hatch and sports cars the most exciting. Maybe it's because they're fun and practical, or maybe I've just watched too much Initial D.
Initial D!
Either way, one of the cheapest performance cars you can buy new is the Ford Fiesta ST. A new one is being released this year and quite a bit has changed. I've looked at a few reviews and from the videos and articles that I've seen, it sounds a bit nicer, it handles a bit better, but the main thing is that it uses a 3-cylinder engine. For all the past generations of Fiesta ST, it has had 4 cylinders. Due to emissions, this has been a trend of the past few years. Engines are getting smaller and manufacturers are dealing with this by adding bigger and more turbochargers and superchargers. Ford's newest 1.5 litre EcoBoost makes 200 brake horsepower. There are quite a few 4-cylinder engines around that make around 200 brake horsepower, and you can tune the EcoBoost to get a bit more power. You're never going to get as much as a 2 litre 4-cylinder turbo, but the Fiesta ST isn't a track car, it's for having fun, it's for country roads. When I first heard about the engine, I was worried that going to a 3-cylinder would take something away from the Fiesta ST, but now that I've looked into it more, it doesn't seem like it has. It still seems like an amazing car. The looks on the new Fiesta ST have also changed. I really like the new wheel design and the front end of the car. The back of the car is a little bit more controversial. There are quite a few people who aren't sure about how it looks, but I think that it could grow on me in time. The BMW i3 did. The £20,000 hot hatch market is quite interesting right now. The Fiesta ST is pretty dominant because most of the hot hatches are several £1,000s more, and the direct rivals price-wise to the Fiesta ST don't have quite as much personality. The ST is a higher performing version of the Ford Fiesta. Some of its rivals look like a higher performing version of the car that they're based on, but it does take more than adding a bit of power and some aero to a car to make it into a proper hot hatch. The ST has stiffer suspension, a stiffer chassis, bigger brakes and racing seats. This is a car that means business. Would I buy a new Fiesta ST? No, I don't have a spare £20,000. But if I did and I didn't want to buy a more expensive car, then yes, I would buy a 2018 Ford Fiesta ST. If you found this video useful, then please consider leaving a like and subscribing so as not to miss any new videos. See you later.